playing a game. I am Arzalmalhamner, student of some guy's name, middle age.
A Roslam, student of Ivalis' middle age.
You are familiar with the War of Lions, no? I have no idea what you're talking about. It was a bitter war of succession that rent the lands of this one place in twain. Here we first find the mention of a hitherto therefore unknown man.
The hero who would draw the curtain of this dark moment of our history.
You know,
Story familiar of all who dwell in the land.
What does this do? That does that. Let's not do that.
Maybe that's what was causing the problem before. Under video?
Yeah, maybe we're gonna have to reset it.
Did you turn it off or you just turn on a different one?
I didn't do anything with it. I mean, I only applied the one patch that gets rid of the weird slowdown issues that it has.
Mm-hmm.
So there was one that I really liked, and I can't remember what it was, but it definitely wasn't sharpen.
Probably the 4x high quality. I'm just guessing here, I don't actually know.
Neither do I. There was a succession. They were fighting. Stuff happened. Bippity boppity boo.
People died. It was the end of the world.
From what I was reading on the forums about this game, this is by far the worst localization that Squeenix has ever done for a game. Is what people were saying, and I was like, I bet they've probably done worse. But I think their issue...
The youngest of House Belouv. God, these names are great because just how good they sound.
According to the Durai papers, the existence of which became known to the public only last year, they had to conceal a thing that happened with the stuff. The church maintains that he is probably someone who does some sacrilegious stuff, and we gotta throw a Spanish Inquisition at him. Which account is to be believed? Generally, which one I paid some more money?
Like the main character being kind of like a person who was there the whole time, but the story doesn't talk about him. And this is that person's name. Default is Ramza.
Yes, but...
Ramza Belouv. So, Julio Belouv.
Okay, for some reason triangle is now square. And I have no idea why.
Wonderful. That's not going to cause any problem whatsoever, I'm sure.
Well, because, like, X is still X. I think.
Are you sure you're not just stupid and pressing the wrong button?
No, I am actively pressing triangle at this point in time.
The square not work?
I'm assuming... So what I'm thinking is happening is it might actually be a result of...
Your joy key.
Yeah, my one thingamajig that does the one thing. But I'm also not seeing it in the... Like it crashed or something. Yeah, I'm not seeing my thingamajig in here that I normally would have working. So I'm going to just say
It's not the emulator doing it,
it might be the emulator doing it.
because you probably didn't set your key bindings.
Let's see. Let's figure out how this works. Auto configure. Ah, that's why. I have no idea how to fix any of this.
What are you trying to do?
I am trying to...
You could
There we
probably just
go.
hit restore defaults. But yeah, that works too.
Up, down, left, right, circle, X, square,
Cross. God. What's wrong with you?
three-sided four-angle.
That's not how that works.
That's exactly how that works. Start, select,
What's the fourth angle?
L, R, up, down, left, right. No idea what
I
those
don't think
are. Don't
you
need any of
need.
those.
I don't think you need any of this.
And then right analog.
No, right analog didn't exist in the PSP.
Oh, hey, look at that. Then I don't need to deal with that. Good. Back.
Does it work properly now?
That works properly now.
Okay.
Onward, Tulio.
I get it. It's Leo because of lion.
Haha.
I'm smart.
Let's see. Are
This
we gonna be
actually
Cancer?
affects stuff. What sign you are actually affects stuff. Just
Okay.
so you know.
What does it affect?
Your sign affects your compatibility with other people, and by that I mean it affects how much damage you deal to other people.
Interesting.
And if it's if it's good compatibility, you deal bonus damage, and if it's best, you deal even more. If it's worse, you deal the least, and if it's bad, you deal less.
Interesting.
This was the game that taught me how to read zodiac signs. Because you have to know like counterparts and what's compatible and what isn't.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to, but it makes it a lot easier if you do.
I have learned one thing though about this game. Dual wielding monks are like the monk is broken.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Monk is strong. You just use your bare fists and you get full damage.
She's like, and I punch him. So we're gonna be Cancer.
Okay.
Because we all know Tulio is nothing but a being of Cancer.
Yes, that's what you want to associate with somebody is Cancer, not anything else, just Cancer. I don't know. I'm a Leo, if that matters.
And I'm Libra.
Which is like what, 2 apart? Yeah.
I think Blue is a
You go
Virgo.
Yeah, he's right after me, so I think he's just barely after. It's like the early Virgo,
Mm-hmm.
like 3 or 4 days in, I think.
All this reminds me of That's Your Horoscope for Today by Weird Al.
Mm.
It's a good song.
Yeah, Weird Al does funny stuff.
So So we either make him a Cancer or a Virgo.
What do you mean we either? It doesn't matter because you're probably not gonna know what you're going to fight.
Mm-hmm. Squeenix
As
presents.
well as like it also on monsters they're treated as opposite gender if it's humans against monsters, and they're treated as same if it's monster against monster.
Hmm.
Yeah, a bunch of strange.
Strange
Also, I'm pretty sure
interactions.
the scene was added into the PSP version because I don't remember this.
You can also buy this game for like $12.99 on the Android and iOS store.
I don't think that's worth it. Like even like for a mobile port, that's not worth it. You're better off actually like, getting a Vita and buying it on that or a PSP. Because you could probably find it for like $5 or $10 if you get the War of the Lions. Or if you got a PS3, you could just dust off an old PS1 copy and shove it in there.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that man.
Hello. You know, this art style
Fucking,
kind of reminds me of
it's really good because it's like watercolored almost,
mm-hmm.
like a sketchbook.
Well, it reminds me of the cutscenes that are in what's it called? Valkyrie
I don't know.
Chronicles.
Yeah, a little bit, almost like a comic book kind of thing. Like I said, like watercolor comic book.
Mm-hmm. That's another good game.
Yeah.
I have not finished any of the ones that I own.
I haven't finished one either, but I like stopped halfway, and I kind of like if I'm going back to it, I'm going to have to start over to even remember half of the plots.
Maybe we'll play through it sometime in the future. I didn't ask for you, Google. What the hell are you doing? That's why. It's because my Bluetooth headset's connected to it. And so it's unlocked.
You fool.
Yep. Turned off my Bluetooth headset.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
He's got the face of a bravely default protagonist.
I wonder if it's because they're the same art style.
I wonder if it's because they're both made by Square Enix.
No, Square Enix doesn't make all the characters look the same. Look at Dragon Quest.
I mean, they all look the same relative to Dragon Ball.
That's a different thing entirely, though. That's because art director is the same dude.
I mean, Dragon Ball and Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, again, same lead artist. That's hardly a coincidence.
You're still here, are you? It's the better part of it.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Gaff Garyon, you know, you should probably not speak when you're drunk.
Gefrian?
Maybe about in here. You would do well to wait a minute here.
You're ruining the political intrigue.
I see you keep trying to speak. We're gonna send you to go and attack people. It's gonna be great. All of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
What? Break again?
Yep. So I think the problem is the PS4 controller has a short in the connection, And something with the controller short causes shit to break.
All right.
So, anywho, continuing on.
As if nothing happened.
Person who's dying.
It's night.
We're getting paid overtime. I'm no longer drunk.
I'm a knight no longer. Just a sellsword. Because he gives up his knighthood. Are we the bad guys?
Yes,
Oh no.
I
We're
am the
fighting
bad
for
guy.
the church. The church is always the bad guy.
Yep, especially in Japanese games. Look, my name is Steve. I prefer not to be called Wench. That is my mother's name.
Ah yes, the mother's name of Wench. Fucking grand old name you've got there, Wench. And then they start
Moonwalking.
running in place.
Objective, kill all the people.
Kill them! Kill them dead! Make sure they taste nothing. And feel everything.
I mean, he's not wrong. Pow!
Look at that sick.
7 XP and job experience.
Yeah, if you press the back button, you can look around. And see who's up next and all that. L and R is the like
Rotate
zoom
buttons.
in angle. The analog stick rotates. Because on the PS1 it's the L and R buttons, but because there's no L to R2, you can't do both. So you can attack and then move.
We have
This
the
is one of
ability
those
mental.
metal.
He's got
Metal.
problems. He was dropped in his head
There's
as a
two
child.
keys in there's two keys in there.
Look, he never learned how to spell.
We got worse problems if he doesn't learn how to spell.
Do 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 do.
You've got to move. I think it's select, and you could read what they do.
Encourage an ally, increases their bravery. Sacrifice HP to restore twice as much to an ally. Smack a bitch.
Not quite, but yeah. You are not close enough. Cannot heal yourself.
Judgment Blade.
Yeah, be cool.
Super special awesome blade. Get whacked.
No, I just realized there's a lot of ladies in this part.
Destroyed the mithril shield.
Fuck your
No!
shield. He's gonna charge. He's charging too. He's going to cut you with a knife. Fuchs gained a level.
Wait,
Yeah,
the
that's the other
enemies.
thing. Enemies get experience and they level up. They also have experience bars and all that.
That's kind of interesting.
Yep. Because technically you can steal people and have them work for you. You gotta cut him. Got 59 experience. The way you're facing matters because if you get hit from the sides of the back, you have more accuracy. Sorry, if you hit from the sides of the back, you have higher accuracy than if you do hit him straight on.
Interesting.
Plus there's also like stuff that needs you to be behind people or on their sides. You know, just generally a good idea. Never face your back towards them. Sometimes you want to do sneaky positional bullshit. And just be like, haha.
Hello, guest.
Oh man. He's gonna cut him. Oh shit, he blocked.
He's like,
Didn't
use
see
a
that
bitch.
coming. Yeah, pretty much. He gonna get shot. Throw a rock at you. Pew. Yeah, that's also a thing. Arrows don't fly through people.
Interesting.
that's actually how arrows work. They will not fly through people. You have to actually think about it sometimes. It can work to your advantage sometimes, like it did in that case, but sometimes you want to take out the person who's down first.
Like, take out that guy rather than take out the guy who's...
Yeah, or again, it's just like what you think would work better. This is also a game where you can attack or use your abilities first and then move. Which might be beneficial sometimes. Good to think. It's in fact smart to think sometimes.
Thinking, that sounds dangerous. It could lead to a
Only when
Marxist
you do it.
revolution.
Ah, yes.
Everybody's gaining levels but me.
It doesn't matter. This is a fight that doesn't exist. It exists only in your dreams.
I saw a dream where dreamers dreamed that we were attacked by a bunch of crazy ninja people. And then the aliens came from space. And these people forgot that they don't have noses. It was a very strange
yes.
dream.
Yeah, it sounds like one.
Forgive me.
No.
It's your birth and faith that wrong you.
It is your
not
birth and
I.
faith that wrong you, not I. Yeah, wow, this entire thing, the PSP version added like cutscenes for a lot of the shit. This is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is it truly him?
Because this whole scene, you just see him in the map screen. This is when it just takes place, and your guy is just like staring at him like it's basically this, but on the map screen, where he's like, "Oh God, is it him?"
And you're like, I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, because this is a game that takes place in the middle,
Delete. He lives?
and eventually tells you what happened.
Why does he fight under the banner of Duke Cortana?
Records of the hero Delita first appeared 1 year before the outbreak of the War of Lions. The loss of the 50 Years' War saw knights returning from the front stripped of livelihood, their fealty to the crown and nobility abandoned. Many became rogues and traitors, men donning the thieves' cloak and plotting treason against the crown. It was a time of great unrest in this one place. Murder and theft were commonplace. Many were the young adventurer and mage who stepped forward to counter this threat. And then they died. The end.
Ah, yes. A quick, painful death.
Of 47 stabs to the chest. With
Julius Caesar?
toothpicks. Just toothpicks. Very, very pointy toothpicks.
His death by 1,000 toothpicks instead of paper cuts.
The Corpse Brigade.
Oh, blimey, it's the Core Brigade.
I wonder where this all leads. What do you think of this? I'm thinking
Why?
Square Enix needs to make another game for us.
Yeah.
I'm listening. Well, if they took the graphics that they had in Final Fantasy VII Remake and then applied it to this, it would look fucking awesome.
Would it though?
Probably. I don't know. It'd at least look awesome. Whether or not it'd be great is an entirely different question.
You'll understand modeling 3D assets is a lot harder than 2D.
Oh yeah, I mean...
And to have like 16 of them on screen at once, usually.
Yeah, they could do it.
I'm not saying they can't.
I mean, if they just used, like... the mod... Because the way they did modeling and stuff in, excuse me. Tired. Bravely Default. They could just replicate that.
Yeah, in which case it would just be like a Bravely Default thing.
Bravely Default
how-
Tactics.
Which would be nice to see, like, that Square Enix hasn't given up on this thing entirely.
Also, the fact that they went Bravely Default 2 rather than Bravely Third?
What would it mean?
I mean, because you have Bravely Default, and then Bravely Second, and then Bravely Third. But instead, you got Bravely Default, Bravely Second, and then Bravely Default 2.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? What's going on? Unless Bravely Default 2 doesn't use the same characters.
It doesn't at all, from the looks of it.
So if there's no reoccurring characters, then...
It's like Final Fantasy, where it's Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 2 have nothing to do with each other aside from the...
And so, like,
core
Bravely...
gameplay
It's
stuff.
like they could do, like, Bravely Default 2. Bravely Second 2. And it's just a sequel series to the, Bravely Default.
Welcome to the Battle Prep screen.
I don't know what any of this means.
The squares where you can put people, the dark squares anyway. You can move people around. You press L and R to select people, or to like switch between the people you have. And you can double tap on somebody if you change your mind and you want to put them away.
Okay, I don't know what's good. I think we want Squires out, because Squires get the,
Well, you have base jobs, which is Squire and Chemist. Squire gets to the melee classes, and Chemist gets to the magic side.
No, but doesn't Squire get the ability, JP Plus? Or JP Up, or something like that?
Eventually, yes. Because this game also does job a little bit differently, but we can explain that when we actually look at the job menus and all that. So the bravery and faith stats. Bravery, I think, goes down every time your character dies, which is when it gets too low, they just leave your employment.
Interesting.
And faith is how much magic affects you. People with high faith take more damage and receive more healing from magic, and people with low faith take less and heal less from magic.
Interesting.
And then if the faith gets too high, which I think getting resurrected does it. I could be wrong, but there's something that can raise it, and if it gets too high, they leave your employment to work in the church.
That sounds really annoying.
It can be, which is why you want to have like a good middle ground. You don't want to have like somebody like over, I think, 80 in either one.
Accidentally main character. Yeah, I just quit. I just quit because I'm just gonna go and be a monk. Not even gonna work for the temple. I'm just gonna be a monk. You'll find me out here underneath this waterfall.
But yeah, main character is neutral because they start at 70 on both. So to put somebody down, you pick a blank square. To move somebody, you pick somebody and then move them around again. Square shows you what equipment they have. And gender kind of just doesn't matter if you care about that. And you'll also have guest units every now and again. This time you'll have Belita as your guest unit. Square button's also showing the status of the character on top, not of all the characters you're going over.
Oh.
So you can see what weapons and equipment and all that they have.
How do I look at what abilities do?
Hit triangle? I think would bring up the cursor.
Nope.
No, is it select? No, that's fine. Is it select?
It's select.
Yeah, okay. And then you just press X and see what it does.
I think I heard that re-equip is also really strong.
Well, yeah, because you could just be like, I have a sword this turn. And now next turn, I put on 2 shields, block all the bullshit coming at me.
You can't fight me,
Okay.
I've got double shields!
Yep.
Man, that's probably one of my favorite builds in Bravely Default. It's so strong.
That's a good one.
It's just so bullshit.
Most of these stats are self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
Speed is how much your turn gauge fills up each turn. The characters with higher speed, of course, move more often than characters with low speed.
Yep.
And then I think the EV stats are also weird, but I forget what exactly they mean.
Oh, and I also know of a fun glitch with job points that you can basically just instantly get max job points.
All right.
I don't know how to do it, but I know of it.
Yeah,
But it doesn't actually give you normal job points. The game just sort of freaks out trying to figure out what you're trying to do.
Mm.
You're just like,
Are you ready for battle?
Nope.
Garland.
Garland?
Oh, you didn't check what the Kamets can do, but Kamets... item usage in this game is weird. Kamets have the default ability of throwing potions.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't normally throw items in this game. You have to actually, like, be next to somebody to use it on them.
What have we here? We puppets, is it? Our luck's
Muppet,
went and turned
yes.
for the better. Alright, lads. Got through this ones and then we're good as fled.
Yep.
Make quick work of them and don't be leaving me out in here.
Won't be leaving us feelers either.
Defeat all the enemies.
Yep.
Commence.
Commence.
Ready?
You did.
Fight.
Going to move up and attack the other two. And the map will scroll automatically if something will be out of sight from whatever you're looking at. He's throwing a rock.
Cutbird.
Blackburn. Oh yeah, they also have interesting names if you look at all the names. They all I'm pretty sure like the names are all random. Hamrik. So blue is where you can move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a little difficult to navigate the map sometimes to understand where everything is. And finding the right angle is also annoying. Got you, lady.
What does Rush do?
It's a tackle, essentially. I'm pretty sure it's less damage than the sword swing. Cut.
Careful, Tulio. Remember, at well aimed thrust, piece of retribution.
Don't patronize me. We believe no.
Believe in the me that believes in you.
No, it's believe, you fucking twat.
Believes in the me that believes in the really stabby pointy sticks.
The main character starts off a little more busted because they have battle boots, which gives a +1 move as an accessory.
Oh, nice.
So Mr. Man can move 5 spaces here instead of everybody else can move 4. Water also slows down your movement if you're ever caught in it.
Let's see. Chant was the healing.
Yeah, you lose health to heal somebody else. You can attack your allies, just also keep that in mind. You can choose to stab your friend right there if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Attack the person next to you and walk away. Chemists have reduced movement because they're chemists. They gotta carry all that shit with them.
Mm-hmm. This camera angle sucks.
It's not great. I think you press R to zoom in and zoom out. If that makes it
It's L, but yeah.
makes it a bit better. It's one of them.
Okay. Boop.
Force isometric and the days of PlayStation 1. You can heal Delta by using one of your rare 3 potions. Oh, my point stands.
Or I could attack him from behind.
Why would you do that? And just kill him. This game was one of the Japanese games on the PlayStation 1 here in the States. And by that I mean Circle was confirmed. Stone, you can throw a rock at somebody. Just because you don't like their face.
Hey, you. Your mother dresses you funny.
Take this. Rock. Bitch. It's the stick, yep.
Yep. It's just trying to figure out controls. Just like, ah. It's very
Yeah,
counterintuitive.
That's what you get for putting a game on the PlayStation Portable. That didn't have the extra buttons that it kind of needed for some of the stuff.
Yes, attack this thing.
Attack the air. Rush. He gained a level. Now he's backing off because he's hurt.
Cause he's a bitch.
Chemist, use the potion. Oh. I don't know, they don't throw with potions, do they? She's gonna back off because she's hurt. You cannot hit him from up there if that's what you're thinking.
Nope.
There is a height limit on like people you can hit.
I could jump over here and chase her down. How much?
She'll die.
Oh.
I mean, all these enemies will die in 2 swings. You get bonus experience for knocking them out. Look at that guy, he's low on health. Kill him. turmeric. Yeah, rush can also push
Knock
them
him back.
I don't know if it's a guarantee, but it can. No, it was a critical.
Maybe it's critical.
Oh yeah, move for commitment as well. You cannot like undo a move.
Mm-hmm. I noticed that in the previous map.
Just keep that in mind. You pick a move, better make sure you're going to move where you need to. He's gonna get cut. He got cut. So another thing about dead bodies, people can't step on them.
What does 3 mean?
He turns until he dissolves and turns into like a pickup. It could either be like a treasure chest or an item. Items. Potion. Or don't. Attacking a dead body does nothing. You can heal enemies too, if that was also like on your mind.
Interesting. Hmm.
Look at him. He's scared. He got a quaking in his boots. Do 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 do.
Boop, doop, doop, boop, doop, boop.
Hey.
Oh, come on.
Well, that's what happens.
Yep.
Sometimes you just roll a 1.
I'm so tired. Why am I tired?
Because you've been awake all day.
Yep. And I looked at myself in the mirror and was like, you know, I look like I've got 2 black eyes because of how bad the bags are around my eyes.
Alright then. Oh, get out of the way. It's Blue. He has arrived. You want him to join or?
Who has arrived?
Blue. He's messaged me.
Oh. Yeah, let's jump on to the Discord. Do. Tell him we're jumping into stream chat.
Okie dokie. No. It
Hello.
begins.
Hello.
Hello. Ding.
I'm trying
Sorry it took me a
to.
bit. I took an accidental nap.
I wish I had taken an accidental nap.
Yeah.
Now I have cats swarming me.
Oh no.
I do not envy the position.
I wouldn't
You
know
also
that
are
it was-
allergic to cats.
That's why I don't envy the position.
No, you don't envy the position because you hate them. Unbridled seething rage with every cat you've ever seen and known.
Unbridled, seething rage.
Yes.
So have you
Well, every
ever
kind of
seen
rage.
this game, Houston?
I saw it the other day and be like, yeah, that's fun to play.
This looks like a game. A game that exists.
It certainly is, and it's real old.
Yep.
It has a couple things that are really cool and janky and you can abuse, like throwing your teammates.
Yep. My favorite of just tanky nonsense is the jumping like 14 feet with the Dragoon.
Yeah.
I always pick that.
On the other hand, it has some really awful
Oh, he's not dead.
things, like it's stupid.
Its difficult curve is insane as well. I remember that.
Oh yes. Oh.
Like it jumps from like level 1 enemies to like level 7 and like the third fight, and you're like, why? As
Yeah.
well as, like you don't get money very often and whatnot. There's like a bunch of constraints on making it hard for you to progress without wasting time grinding.
The game really wants you to steal
There's that too. Just pickpocket
desperately.
everybody. Just steal everything you can and leave them nothing. Also, you're poor through a lot of this game.
Yep.
Unless you are grinding for money, you are poor.
And I don't know. The other thing I was gonna bring up is the horoscope system is ass. I hate it.
Yeah. I mentioned exactly how it worked to Houston, and it's interesting, but it's very stupid.
It was a cool concept. It's
Yeah.
interesting he's playing the PSP version instead of like the PS1.
Yeah, I didn't play the PSP version. I played the PS1 way back in the day.
I played the Game Boy Advance version.
It's a different game entirely, and I have no idea what it's like.
I mean, it's still
I'm sure it's
the War
I'm
of the
sure
Roses.
it's solid. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still this one. It's not like it went to War of the Lions or whatever. It's just Tactics Advance.
No, this
But-
is the War of the Lions, but yeah. Or are you talking about a specific
is-
war in the...
So the plot of the first game is the War of the Lions or whatever, but one of them I thought actually had the subtitle War of the Lions and it was a different game.
The PSP remake has the subtitle War of the Lions, but that's.
Oh.
He used to mention another one that was War of the something, but I couldn't remember what he said it was.
Versions and re-releases. Here we go.
Oh, he was saving the poster for himself. What a fucking spot.
So War of the Lions is the updated version with new in-game cutscenes, new characters, and multiplayer capability. 16.9 support, new items, new jobs, cel-shaded full motion videos.
Yeah, they added like cutscenes, and it's
I
just
owned it
wild
on PS1.
because I never seen these cutscenes, and they
That's
look
pretty
really
cool.
cool. If only for like just like the art of it, because it's done in like a watercolor style.
I do remember in my playthrough of these games, Black Mage is sick.
Black Mage is fucking busted if you know what you're doing.
Like, any range is good, but Black Mage especially.
You're just gonna fucking gangbang this chemist over here.
That's how you play these games at low levels, man.
It is. But also, he killed all of their friends. They've got nowhere left. Kill this man. Make him suffer.
Back him into the corner and phalanx them. Just set up tanks that poke them to death.
Yep. And don't miss this time. Houston has already missed the single attack. I forget how dramatic the music is in this game. It's very
I
good.
remember this is one of the games that actually wore on me eventually, where I like had to turn the music down.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
I
really
can-
loud
I can
too.
see that. There's that. So you could probably turn it down if you want. About the kills him.
Nope.
Oh, nope.
No
He lives.
KSing for you.
Heal himself one more time. And he fucked off to the corner. Get behind him. Stab him. Stab him in the back. For maximum damage. Bitch.
I remember loving, hitting people gets you XP, because it meant there was so much planning you could do and so much strategy.
Yeah.
I remember hating it's Disgaea version of there is no universal XP.
Yeah. That kind of like sucks, but
About
it
having
also
a
like
priest character, having a healer is so hard, because you just heal such low numbers all game. Or you game.
Yeah.
If you're not healing every turn as a healer.
And you can't, because MP is just so scarce. You have to get onto the roof first to get to that. You can't jump onto the roof because these people don't have cool jumping skills.
Not yet, at least.
Nope.
I think you could throw.
You need a skill to throw people. You don't
Oh.
have it. He doesn't have it yet.
I was gonna say, I'm not actually sure if throwing is locked behind a job, if I remember
Yeah,
right
I don't know
nowadays.
if it's a job specifically, but it's definitely a skill. I don't know what job would have it though. He left the crystal behind. Because
Do
this is
I
Final
have to
Fantasy.
pick those up in the map, or do I
No,
get them?
You don't have to pick them up, but like they go away at the end of the fight. They're usually like bonuses like health or magic or something. I think some of them are items.
I
And
was
the
gonna say-
chests are definitely money. Almost definitely.
Chests are super important. Crystals are like sometimes
Bonuses.
worth it and sometimes garbage.
Because some of them are like MP, some of them are HP restores, some of them I think once in a while they're items. I could be wrong.
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, I don't remember any of it. I remember busted stuff as well as just other stupid stuff I've done playing this game, but that was it. Oh man, he used a secret skill of hurting himself to heal you. This motherfucker just won't die.
Nope.
Cut him in half.
Oh man.
They're in gameplay.
Yep.
I've been playing Dragon Quest again.
Ah,
Again.
fine.
'Cause I'm-
Jack Quest is a good game. I don't blame you.
I'm still working on that
Draconic Quest.
all Draconic Quests run. Yeah.
How's that going? Have you
Um,
making any strides?
So it took me a while. It took me a couple of days to get past it, but once I beat Gildiga, because I was sitting, I needed to be either Gildiga or
Oh, shit.
Mhm.
Tatsunaga, the dragon in the volcano.
Oh yeah.
But I was able to use one of the enemies around Tatsunaga because it was technically a higher level area to get up to level 60.
And push it just that much farther.
And then I was able to sweep through Gildiga in one try.
Jeez.
Which was actually not too lucky. It was a relatively normal run, but then I got the rest of
Good job
Eric's skill
for that
panels.
info you needed, Houston.
Yeah, during the tutorial, everything is valuable.
So data's where you can save and load.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god,
Save
I forgot
often.
about that memory stick duo. TM.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a thing.
The SD card that was like half an inch longer,
Yeah, for some weird reason.
just to be proprietary.
Yep.
Good old Sony proprietary bullshit.
I
Said it's
actually
nice.
had the PSP add-on that let you hook it up to your TV.
Oh, nice.
They made that?
So they
Wow.
made an AV cable so that you could hook your PSP up to your TV, and it's how I played Birth by Sleep most of the time.
Yeah, that's fair. That would be the only way to really enjoy that.
Mm-hmm. I'm
So I'm guessing we're done here because you're just sitting on the screen.
Yeah, I thought I had more energy to go, and I'm
It's alright.
It's all good.
I just wanna like look at one thing real quick. Could you just back out and go to the party roster? Okay.
I don't think he's allowed to change anybody's stuff yet.
You can, if you actually like select a character, you can change
Oh,
whatever
okay.
job they are.
Alright.
Yeah, and you can learn abilities. So the ones that are hidden are the ones you don't qualify for, essentially, and the
Mhm.
ones that are highlighted are ones you can switch to.
You don't have the right amount of stats in each region?
No, it's based on job level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the squire gets access to the knight and archer, and then the chemist goes to mage and the other one, the priest.
I always thought it was stat based.
Nope. And you can hit L and R to just switch between characters quickly. Why is she a level 2 squire by base? What? Maybe it is stats. I don't. No, because that doesn't make any sense. What? Weird. But yeah, I would say get used to seeing female units since they're cheaper to recruit. Sexism at its finest.
Mhm.
It's only 100 coins, but like, it adds up
Yep.
if you're recruiting a lot of people.
You want action economy in this game. Just like most of these types of games, even if the units are like a little bit strength-wise weaker, it doesn't matter because you get to swing 6 times instead of 5.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And you can also name the people, which is, I think, the best part, because you can just name those things. Get over here, Flarg.
Yeah.
And then there's the whole ability system, which is you spend job points to learn abilities. Chemists, as you probably noticed, do not learn all the items. You have to learn each item individually for them to use it.
It's awful.
Because if you look at both chemists, I think it's the female has the phoenix down and the male has eye drops or something.
Yep.
Because if you go into abilities and you go to learn, and you can see everything you can learn. These are active abilities, and then you can go left and right to switch between the counter abilities, passives, and I forget what is the movement.
Movement abilities, yeah.
And then you need to have JP in the job, not total JP. JP in this job specifically.
Yep.
Mhm. So
And
this
it
is where
doesn't
the
carry over to most of the other jobs.
yeah.
No, so like if you want chemist job points, you have to stay as a chemist until you die.
So this is where
so
the
on.
glitch that I was talking about can happen. I don't exactly remember what you have to do, but basically you get enough job points that you can buy an ability, and as you're buying the ability, you hit like square or something, and you move down like within a few frames, and it'll move to an area where you don't. Basically, you move down to something that you can't afford to buy.
Then you talk to the old man that shows you how to catch Pokemon.
Oh yeah. But by doing that, and then you basically buy that ability, the game freaks out and doesn't know what to do, and it'll do either one of two things: completely remove how many job points you have,
or give you infinity.
or give you maximum job points.
It's probably like an overflow bug where the game doesn't process.
I'm sure there's a
spending
way
more.
to make it consistent, yeah, but it might be
Yeah,
job based.
definitely. It might be job based. It might also be based on how many job points you're actually spending. There's probably like a certain negative threshold it would hit, where
Yeah,
it would
it'd be
overflow
something.
to 0 or it would overflow to infinite, essentially.
The biggest issue is they don't actually count as job points for. I mean, they count as job points for being able to buy the abilities.
But not as a level.
Yeah. So.
Yep. But yeah, that's the job system. It's a little convoluted, but it works.
Mm-hmm. I was also reading in the forums that people actually recommend playing on the Android version instead of.
Really?
Yeah, there's some people who are like, yeah, just play it on that. If you got touch screen, it's really not that bad.
I mean,
Maybe. I don't
there
know.
are actually people that talk about like playing through a lot of the releases. I think the only releases on the phone that people really are like really just avoid these are like
Chrono Trigger.
mostly Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because people generally like the 1 through 3 Dragon Quest runs. And
Well, like I could understand that because those are like simple games, and
at least 1 through 8 on Final Fantasy.
yeah, because I can see those having appeal because of the fact that they're just real old games, and a lot of it's nostalgia at that point. But it's also like it's very simple controls relatively to something as just technical.
Mm-hmm. Part of me wishes I had an affiliate link that I could just be like, yeah, go buy this on Android. Here's the affiliate link. Pay me money.
If only.
You know how much work it would take to get that far?
We would have to actually have a following.
Exactly my point.
I feel like that's most of the work that he's talking about.
And then I would
Yeah.
have to deal with Google
And Squeenix.
and
the same time.
Squeenix.
And you know how many people like plugging Squeenix.
And I've got some problems with Squeenix.
Yes, but your problem has nothing to do with their video games. It has to do with their manga bullshit.
Oh no, I've got problems with their video game bullshit as well.
What do you do?
Houston, if he knows about it, he has a problem.
Well, it's
Sounds about right.
it's more of an issue with their store system for buying things, and it all comes down to Final Fantasy 14.
Okay, so
And-
that's still the one game you have a problem with, and that's a different beast entirely when it comes to MMOs
But
and
I mean,
regular
yeah.
games.
Long story short, the Square Enix storefront is awful.
Yeah, I believe it. Very few storefronts actually manage to do okay.
It's like I have come across obscure like
Oh, Jesus.
Like nobody comes to this site, but it's got a more functional storefront than Squeenix.
I'm sure most sites do, because I don't think Square Enix is really expecting on all the hot orders to come from their store, unless it's something you can only get there. In which case, I'm sure the experience is fine if you're just trying to get like something you can only get there. But if you're trying to get something like a game that releases everywhere,
Yeah, a lot of it was just like trying to order, basically just ordering digital content through them. It's just too much of a pain.
Yep.
I'm really confused. What were you actually trying to buy from them that was so hard to
If
find?
I had to guess, Final Fantasy 14 expansions.
Yeah,
or like subscriptions.
I had to buy Final Fantasy 14 twice because their site is kind of a pain to navigate, and I accidentally bought the Apple version of the game, and the Apple version and the PC version are uncompatible.
So the gripe is less
Yeah.
with them and more that you fucked up.
Well, you don't see which one you have. It was just the way they organized it made it really difficult to tell until after you made the purchase, and their refund policy is next to non-existent.
Yeah, sounds
That
right.
I'm not surprised by. I want to see this though. How invisible is this?
It's between the Mac and the.
I
The
think they might
non-Mac
have changed
version.
it at this point. Oh, it
Did
was
you
more.
They
Because
changed it
edition or whatever?
because of you.
The 14.
Well, the big issue I was having, because I was running through. I don't know, I was just having issues with their site in general, because it kept logging me out as I was changing between, or as I was looking through their site, and then it would ask me to log back in. There was all sorts of problems going on, and then you got to
How
deal with
long
like
ago was this?
probably a year and a half at least.
Oh. Well, it probably has changed since then, but all of them say pretty distinctly PC or Mac download.
Mm-hmm. And it was probably where I was trying to order it, like, because they got their like Mog Station and the other things that, because they got like 5 different services that you have to connect to properly use Final Fantasy 14, and it's just I couldn't figure it out, and then I bought the wrong thing, and then I got frustrated. And then
Again, it sounds like it's more that you fucked up and
it's.
than them fucking up and you getting angry at them for your fuck up.
I mean, they didn't help by the fact that they just made their site really annoying to navigate through.
Oh no, that never helps, and I'm not saying you're like
Yeah.
in the wrong for it.
It's
Yeah,
mostly
I
I was
still
like, you
think
know what? Screw you, Squeenix. I hate you. I hate you so much. I love some of your games, but I hate you as a company. It's good fun. But anywho, join us next time where I complain about something different. Or complain about the exact same thing all over again.
Who knows? Stay tuned, find out.
It'll be more views than complaining, I guarantee it. Or your money back.
Uh,
You don't give us money, but you know, if you had given us money, we would give it back.
no, you wouldn't.
I
They
would.
sell
You're
you
just a
security
fucking bot.
tokens.